So thank you, Ajay sir, for giving us your precious time. So the reason we are doing this event is the SMEs and startups are not aware of some a financing option for due to this SME platform. SMEs usually look at your bank debt, and we all know that bank getting a debt from bank is getting difficult. So, as per the registrations we have people from different backgrounds. We have
Let me tell you that as far as this SME platform is concerned, there was a lot of demand. Though the history of the stock exchange is 140 years, 145 years old, and we have seen a lot of companies listed on the stock exchange, from small and medium companies to large companies also. But with the time, what has happened that we have seen some of the scams happening onto the stock exchange, and therefore the regulators thought of tightening the regulation on the main board. And therefore it becomes difficult for the small and medium enterprises to get listed on the stock exchange. So in view of that, some industrial association and the policy makers have decided to launch the SME platform. And the government of India has given the directive to the Security Exchange Board of India to frame rules and regulations. Security Exchange Board of India, or whom we also known as SEBI, has come out with the regulations in the year 2010, in the month of May, on 18th May 2010 precisely. And according to those guidelines, any company whose post-issue paid-up capital is below 25 crore can get listed onto the SME platform. Though they have made compulsory that any company having post-issue paid-up capital below 10 crores have to compulsory get listed onto the SME platform. Between 10 to 25 crores, they have the option. It means that below 25 crore, everyone has the option to get listed onto the SME board of the stock. BSE has also come out with their guidelines saying that the company must be 3 years old. Out of that, 2 years it should be profit making, and 3 crores of net tangible assets. So this was the eligibility criteria for all the SMEs who desire to get listed onto the SME platform of the stock exchange. Number one, they should be 3 years old, 2 years profit making, and net tangible asset of 3 crore, and their post-issue paid-up capital should be below 25 crore. Besides that, SEBI has come out with 2 more additional guidelines whereby they have made underwriting compulsory for the merchant bank. So these were hard underwriting. So if any SME coming out with IPO, whether the investor is subscribing 40%, 50%, or 60%, the merchant banker has to ensure that issue should get fully subscribed and get listed onto the stock exchange. So 100% underwriting was compulsory, and therefore initially what we found that most of the merchant bankers don't want to work onto the SME platform of the exchange. Second thing that they have introduced was the concept of market making. Market making means the broker of the stock exchange who is acting as a market maker has to provide two-way code, that he should be ready to buy and he should also be ready to sell at a defined spread. So these 2 concepts were introduced onto the SME platform, which is not existing onto the main board of the stock. Third concept that they have introduced was that if any investor want to buy the share, he has to buy minimum amount of rupees 1 lakh. Therefore, they have come out with a concept of lot size. Say, for example, if your share is, if an IPO is coming with a share price of 25 rupees, then the lot size will be 4,000. If it's coming at 50 rupees, then the lot size will be 2,000. So if anybody wants to invest onto the SME platform, he has to buy minimum 1 lot or multiple thereof. You can't buy odd lots. You have to buy minimum 1 lot. Say, for example, if the share price is 25, lot size is 4,000. So the investor has to buy either 1 lot, that is 4,000 shares, or 8,000 or 12,000. So it should be multiple, it can't be odd lot. So that was the third concept introduced. Fourth, they have relaxed the number of the investors, the guidelines related to the number of investors. Here what they said that if any SME wants to come with a IPO, he has to bring minimum 50 investors. Whereas onto the main board, it is 1,000 investors. So here, even with 50 investors, any SME can get listed on the SME. Besides that, you know, there was a fear in the mind of they have to do a lot of compliances. To mitigate that fear, they have reduced the compliance requirement to a lot of extent. What they said that instead of quarterly compliance, you have to do half-yearly compliance. Means you have to file half-yearly result, and that also not audited but unaudited with limited review. And yearly you have to file audited results. In the same way, shareholding pattern also you have to file on half-yearly basis and yearly basis. So post-listing guidelines also they have relaxed, and besides that, they have also done away with the advertising the result into the newspaper. So in this way, they have reduced the cost for a consultant who can guide you for creating a structure of your business. So I think Kshitij will help you in that. Valuation start getting created post-listing with the trust, with the business shooting up. You will see the valuation building in in a very fast proportion.
Right, sir.
Okay, it will not get multiplied by going up by 10%, 12% per annum, but maybe 2 times, 3 times per annum. So over the year, you will find that you have started enjoying very high valuation. And
अजय सर बता रहे थे about many governments doing. So काफी गवर्नमेंट की जो MSME पॉलिसी है, even governments are promoting की to cover certain part of the expenses of listing also. For example, हरियाणा गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ रखा हुआ है 20% of the listing expenses और 5 लाख रुपीस.
नहीं, अभी उन्होंने रखा है कि 5 लाख रुपीस जो है ना, हाँ, एकदम सही आप कह रहे हैं कि जो मतलब मैक्सिमम अप टू 5 लाख रुपीस जो है हरियाणा गवर्नमेंट ने रखा है, फिर गुजरात गवर्नमेंट ने रखा है, महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट ने रखा है, तो और दूसरे गवर्नमेंट सबसे भी हमारी बातचीत चल रही है. तो
अबाउट द माइंडसेट, जो माइंडसेट चेंज करने की जरूरत